So today is finally here where I'll be planting my veg into my raised beds, and it's an exciting time because this is the next stage.
I'm Shetland Chef and I live on Scotland's most northerly island. So last year I decided to challenge myself by trying to grow my own vegetables. See, the problem with that was I had zero gardening experience. Yet in spite of all these problems that I faced, I managed to grow all this. If you want to see how I did it, make sure to join me on my journey.
I have been I have been conditioning it outside so it gets used to the cold weather. But let's see if I've been doing it right. If I haven't, all this energy, all this time spent growing it, taking care of it, is going to be wasted. Weeks and weeks of hard work is going to be wasted if I haven't done it right. But let's see how it goes. I don't have much. Well, I do have a little bit of expectations, but that's how I'm going to learn. So before I start planting, before I start planting things outside, I'll show you what all has been growing and what hasn't grown. So you got strawberry. I didn't germinate this. I bought this, but you can see a tiny flower coming. These are my old pea shoots. That's This is soon to be harvested, as you can see. And then have my salad, some more radish. I'm growing a lot of radish. Runner beans.
Cutler rosso, spinach, kale, onion, more salad. You have cauliflower, spring onions, nasturtiums, cabbage.
These are flowers, but I think the reason is and oh, there's some potato, uh, wild garlic, and the reason I think this guy looks like it. It's some runner beans. Yeah, this is ginger. Something. Okay, and this spot, I think this is growing quite well. I didn't expect it. I just like dumped it there. It's in the corner just to try it out. You can see how they're like latched on various bits. It's cool, isn't it? And I threw in more radish here. Uh, just put in leek. Put a leek. Some. The ground might be a little bit cold. That's why it's taking time. There. And then over here, just to experiment, just stuck in some onions behind my raspberry canes. Yeah, you can see some wild garlic. It's grown quite a bit. There. So these are the raised bed inside the polytunnel, and then I still have to like fill those two, but I've got, there you go, I've got this guy, I've got this raised bed and the one at the back. So I kind of have made a plan for what I'm going to plant where. Goes, I'm still learning, so be watering the raised beds so they're nice and moist.
So first I'll be planting my runner beans and my lolo rosso. So apparently you have to keep a certain distance between each or space between each plant, so their roots have enough space and they're not too congested. So the best way to do that is using a measuring tape, according to me, you know. So I put the pots on to make sure they are at proper gaps. Also didn't know this, that different plants, vegetables, salad or whatever have different spacings. This is all new to me. So outside I'm planting more cauliflowers, there's some broad beans, I'll plant some onions and more lolo rosso salad.
I'm trying to propagate some wild mint. And inside here we have broad bean and peas.
I know that's a lot of salad, but when they are like really small, you don't realize they're going to be like huge. Well, I didn't, anyways. So I thought, well, most of them will be eaten by slugs.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is plant a few onions between the salad and this cabbage, because apparently it's companion planting according to ChatGPT, and the onions are going to keep away the aphids, whatever, the bugs and stuff away from my salad and my Lolo Rosso and stuff. So just with the smell, so it's kind of like protecting it. So let's see how it goes.
So I was working non-stop and had to take a break. What better way than play with your dogs?
So it can go straight through.
So this is my garlic going in. What I did learn is actually once you plant the garlic the year before, you plant it in, I don't know, August, September, October, and you just leave it in that position. But I planted it in pots, so for a better root system and to get better bulbs, it was necessary to separate it and then plant it in the raised beds. So in the years going forward, it'll be going straight into the raised beds.
So we got these two, broccoli and Savoy. So I think these purple ones are Savoy cabbage, and these green ones, 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, are broccoli. As you can see, it's quite a cool day. I planted and now it's time to water them and put them in. So I planted these ones, and there are a few other ones, but I'm not sure if it's kohlrabi or if it's broccoli. So what I have done is, it's quite late now anyways, so what I'm going to do is take pictures of them and then Google scan them and see if they are broccoli or kohlrabi, because apparently you shouldn't be planting broccoli with kohlrabi, and it's quite late, it's like 9:30 anyway, so I'm going to take it easy, take some pictures, scan it, make sure if it's broccoli or kohlrabi, and then come back and plant it tomorrow. Since everything is growing properly, so what I'm going to do is let it acclimatize. I'm going to keep this open, so it's kind of cool but not cool. It's not cool but kind of cool in there, and so it can get acclimatized. So I'll see you next time, and I'll see you in the next episode.